Hello everyone, this is Dr. Mitesh Gala. Welcome to Roughbox, our learning companion.
We are now beginning with remainder and factor theorem, exercise 8a. I hope everyone's safe at home, following the protocols so that we can prolong the coronavirus. Let's come back. Study should not get affected. Let's make the best use of the time. Remainder and factor theorem. So basically, in this chapter, what we are going to do is we are going to try and find the remainder when something is divided by something without actually doing the division. Let's take an example. If x minus 2, we are dividing with this. This is just a basic polynomial and I have another binomial. So I am trying to divide these two. So when I divide, x square into x gives me x cube minus 2x square. Cancels. Minus 2x square is the leftover. So minus 2x into x minus 2x square plus 4x. So this will come down and minus minus plus 4x. Signs change, cancels. I get minus 6x bringing plus 2 down. So minus 6 into x minus 6x minus minus plus 12. Cancels, and what is the leftover is minus 10. So this is my remainder. And right now this is the factor, or these are the factors. It's a quadratic equation which you can split. Probably this one you are not able to split, but otherwise you may. Now if I want to find the remainder without doing the long division, this is called as a long division method, then we've got something called as remainder theorem or factor theorem. Now what is this remainder theorem? So you take p of x, that is this entire expression, polynomial x, okay, and take this x minus 2 equals to 0, the divisor. So you get the value of x as 2. Substitute the value of x in this polynomial. So I get 8, 4 4s are 16, 2 2s are 4 plus 2. So 8 minus 20 and 10. So the answer should be minus 10. So if you see, I get the same remainder without actually doing so much of effort. So if you want to find only the remainder, we got another method called as remainder theorem. If this answer would have been 0, then I would have said that x minus 2 is a factor. Factor matlab it can divide it. Okay? But if it is not equal to 0, that means this is not a factor, but you are getting some remainder for sure. So when you are trying to find remainder by this method, we call it as remainder theorem. So there are few sums that we need to do over here, different types of questions in this exercise. So what are the types? First type, find the factor, or find whether it is a factor. Okay, that will be type 1, find whether it is a factor. Type 2, find one missing variable. What is all that? I will tell you. One missing variable. Type 3, two missing variables. Type 4, what should be added or subtracted. Added or subtracted. Type 5, same remainder. Now what are all these? I will tell you once we start with the exercise. So let's go ahead with the first question. We have the first sum over here. If p of x is divided by this, okay, find whether it is a factor or no, or just find the remainder in each case. So how will I find the remainder in this case? So how are you going to do? Obviously take this and put it inside. So you say x minus 1 equals to 0, so therefore x is equal to 1. So we are substituting x as 1 in this to find out what is the remainder. So I'll get 1 minus 3 plus 2 plus 1. So 2, 3, 4 minus 3, so 1. So therefore I will say remainder is equal to 1. What method did we use? Remainder theorem. So therefore you need to mention here, therefore by remainder theorem. I forgot to write that, so please mention that by remainder theorem. Let's try one more with proper systematic method. X plus 1 we are trying to divide for this. So you will say therefore x plus 1 equals 0. So therefore x is equal to minus 1. So you say therefore by remainder theorem. So let's see remainder theorem, what remainder do we get? So p of x, instead of that I am putting minus 1. So minus 1 raised to 4 plus 1, minus 1 plus 1 is 0. So I'll say therefore remainder is equal to 0. Here they asked us to find the remainder, that's it, nothing else. In this case we got a 0, so therefore x plus 1 is actually a factor of this. That's what we can deduce, but right now they have not asked us that, so we stick to this much only. Right? The next one, show that this is a factor of this. That's type 1. You have to find out whether this is a factor or no. They are saying already show that. That means this is going to be a factor. You just prove it. So you say 3x plus 2 equals 0. So x is equal to minus 2 by 3. Now substitute that in this. So we call this as p of x. So p of minus 2 by 3. 3 times minus 2 by 3 square. 2 by 3 negative, negative 2. So I'll get 3 minus square becomes positive. 2 square 4 upon 3 square 9. Minus minus plus 2 by 3 minus 2. 3 ones are 3 3s are. So 4 plus 2, since the denominators are same, so 4 plus 2 6 cancels. So 2 minus 2 becomes 0. So you say since remainder equals to 0, therefore 3x plus 2 is a factor. Yeah, simple it is. Very scoring topic. In the board you usually see 2 questions from this chapter. One is this type, and the second one is hit and trial method, not hit and run method. That I'll tell you which is in the second exercise. So right now let's stick to the basics and start building on it. 3 part 2. In this question they are saying use remainder theorem to find which of the following is a factor. So I have just picked up one part to find out whether this is a factor or no. So this may be a factor, may not be a factor. So x is going to be half in this case, right? So you start by p of half. 2 times half cube, 3 times half square, 5 times half minus 6. So 1 2 gets cancelled. So I will get 1 upon 4 plus 3 upon 4 minus 5 upon 2 minus 6. So 3 plus 1 4, 4 upon 4 is what I can write here. Minus 5 by 2 minus 6 cancels 1. So 1 minus 6 gives me minus 5. So minus 5 by 2 minus 5. LCM 10. So minus 5 minus 10 minus 15 by 2. Since remainder is not equal to 0, therefore 2x minus 1 is not a factor. Yeah, simple. If we had got this as 0, we would have said that this is a factor. Since we are not getting it as a 0, we are saying it is not a factor. I'm sure now things will be easy. I told you a few types. So first type I said find whether it is a factor. We did that. Now we're getting into this one missing variable. So what is one missing variable? So they will give you something like this, where they are telling you that this is a factor of this. Find the value of this k. So this k is the missing variable which we will try and find the answer of. So you start with the same normal method. 3x minus 4 0. So therefore x is equal to 4 upon 3. Then you say since 3x minus 4 is a factor, therefore remainder is equal to 0. So polynomial x is 3x square 2x minus k. So p of x, what are we substituting? 4 upon 3. So 3 times 4 upon 3 square, 2 times 4 upon 3 minus k. This p of x is nothing else but the remainder. So I can straight away write this as 0 or solve this in the end substituted as 0. So we will do both methods. Right now I am not substituting. Next time I will do that. Right now just let me solve it normally. So 1 3 gets cancelled. 4 square 16 and here only 3 because 1 3 I have cancelled mentally. 8 by 3 minus k. 16 plus 8 is 24 by 3. So that is 8 minus k. Then you say therefore remainder is 8 minus k, which is equal to 0. So k goes on the other side, so I get the value of k straight away. Or I can substitute here only as 0 and directly get the value of k. Both methods will be accepted, no problem at all. This is one missing variable. So we'll do few more sums to find out one missing variable, slightly more complicated. So let's try the next one. Sum number 7. The target is to find the value of a, that is one missing variable here, where they say x minus 2 is a factor of this. Come on, pause the video, go ahead. Now I'm sure I've given you the basics. You can easily excel. Try it out. So you will say P of 2 because x minus 2. So 2 times 2 raised to 5, 6 times 2 raised to 4, 2 times a into 2 cube, 6 times a into 2 square, 4 times a into 2 plus 8. I am directly writing here as 0 because it's a factor. Yeah. So x is a factor of so and so, therefore remainder becomes 0. You can add this so that this is justified. 2 raised to 5 is 32, 2 are 64, 2 square 4 6 are 24, 2 cube 8 2 are 16a, 2 square 4 24a, 4 2 are 8a plus 8. So 0 equals to 64, 24 and 8. These are your numbers. So I subtract 8 from this, it will be minus 16, and minus 16 when I subtract will give me 48. All these a's, so I am subtracting 16 from 24, so 8 plus 8, 16a. So 48 will go on the other side, so I will get negative 48 equals to 16a. So therefore the value of a becomes negative 3. I am not sure if this is correct. Yeah, but if you got the same answer, superb. If not, let me just check if I am on the right track. This is question 8a, sum number 7. Oh, they have got it as 1.5. So we must have gone somewhere wrong. We'll have to recheck the entire sum. Let's see if you've gone anywhere wrong. They say x minus 2 is a factor of 2x5, 6x4, 2ax cube, 6ax square, 4ax and plus 8. So I substituted 2. So 2 to the 4, 2 to the 8, 2 to the 16, 2 to the 32, 2 to the 64. Perfect. 2 raised to 4. Here I have messed up, right? Because 2 raised to 4, I just did 6 4s are 24. I am wrong here. 2 to the 4 to the 8 to the 16, 16 6 are 96. So that's my error. So 96 negative and positive 8 and 64. So 64 plus 8 72. So when I subtract 72 from 96, it should be 24. So here it will be negative 24. Negative 24 coming on the other side becomes positive 24. So 24 16a. 24 by 16 is 8. 8 2s are 8 3s are. So a becomes 1.5. See, one small error and my entire sum is gone. So I am not trying to cancel anything or trying to edit the video. I am just showing it to you as it is, the mistakes that I am also doing, so that you can learn from my mistakes as well. So no problem. Even if you are doing mistakes, doesn't matter as far as we are learning it. Yeah. Sum number 10. Come on. Similar type. Again finding one missing variable a, but this time there is a small variation. They are not saying that this is a factor. They are saying that when you divide by this, the remainder is 5. So now try it. So instead of, yeah, you're right, instead of writing the x as 0, you will write the remainder as 5. So all this is given. X will be minus 3. So P of x, ax cube plus 9x square, 4x minus 10. Trying to find a. So P of minus 3. So a minus 3 cube, 9 minus 3 square, 4 into minus 3 minus 10. This remainder is 5. So I can write 5 here, or in the end we will substitute whatever method you want. Minus 3 will be minus 27a. Minus 3 square is 9 9s are 81. Minus 12 minus 10. So minus 27a, I keep it as it is, and this we'll have to solve. So 22 I need to subtract from 81. So that will be 69, I guess. 69, 79, 89. Oh, 59. Wait, we'll have to check. 22. 59. 59, 69, 79, 80, 81. Correct. Now this is your remainder. So you say therefore the remainder is minus 27a plus 59, which is equal to 5. So minus 27a, 5 minus 59. So I'll get minus 27a minus 54. So a will be 2. So we were able to find the missing variable. How many of you all got it on your own? Superb. That's good. Let's go to the next one. Sum number 12. Now 12 onwards our difficulties are getting increased. Now they say when this is divided by this is your type 3 with 2 missing variables. So we are building step by step. First find whether it is a factor, 1 missing variable, now 2 missing variables. So just let's write all the types over here. So type 1 we said, find if it is a factor. Type 2, 1 missing variable. Type 3, 2 missing variables. Now 2 missing variables are slightly interesting. How are you going to go about here? So you stick to the same method, substitute this in this and write remainder as 7. You will get one equation with AB. Likewise, substitute this, you will get the second equation with AB. Yes, you are on the right track. When you get 2 equations, what are you going to do? With 2 variables, obviously simultaneous equations. So when you apply simultaneous equations, automatically then you will be able to get the values of A and B. So slightly lengthy sum, we'll have to go very systematically without doing any errors. So P of x, 2x cube, ax square, bx minus 2. So first I am substituting P as 3 by 2. Sorry, x as 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 cube, a 3 by 2 square, b 3 by 2 minus 2. So I cancel 1 2, 3 cube 27 and 2 square will be 4. Then 3 square 9, 2 square 4a plus 3 upon 2b minus 2. Substituting the remainder as 7 over here. Yeah. So I can directly manage to get my first equation. So my LCM is 4. So 7 4s are 28, 27, 9a, 2 2s are, so 2 3s are 6 and 4 2s are 8. So I managed to reach somewhere close to my first equation. 27 goes here, so 1 left, 8 goes here, so 9. So I get 9a plus 6b, 9. How many got the same equation? Super. Dividing by 3, so 3a plus 2b equals 3. So my first equation is generated. 1 mark if you reach here. Let's try for the second equation now. Same method we are trying for the second one. So P of x, 2x cube, ax square, b of x minus 2. I am substituting P as minus 2. So what will I get? 2 times minus 2 cube, a minus 2 square, b into minus 2 minus 2. Yeah. So what happens? Minus 2 cube is minus 8 into 2 minus 16 plus 4a because minus ka square minus 2b minus 2. What is my remainder in this case? 0. So 16 and minus 2 minus 18 comes on the other side, so plus 18, 4a minus 2b dividing by 2, so I get 2a minus b equals 9. So I got my second equation. Yeah. In fact, I don't need to reduce this either. I can consider this only as the second equation because 2b and 2b can get cancelled then. So now let's pick up the two equations. 3a plus 2b 3, 4a minus 2b 18 cancels. So I get 7a 21. So the value of a is 3. Substitute a in any one of the equations. So I am substituting here in first equation. So I will get 3 times 3. 2b equals 3. So 9 minus 6. So I get the value of b as minus 3. So write our final answer. Therefore a is 3 and b is minus 3. Your question is find a and b. So we managed to find the values of a and b. Let's go through this question once again. This is one of the favorite questions in the boards. So you can certainly expect such questions. So please try and understand the question. What does it say? So first condition was given, if you read the question well. Second condition was given. So we picked up the first condition, substituted it everywhere, and this is the most important thing that we wrote the remainder here. We got the first equation. Likewise, we picked up the second condition and we wrote over here the remainder. Like 7 we wrote 0. So there could be different remainders. If they say it is a factor, then you need to take the remainder as 0. Common sense. Then we went further, found the second equation. Take the two equations together, simultaneous, and get the values of a and b. Yeah. I hope the sum is very clear and straight to you. I'm just reading it once again the question so that it's clear. The expression so and so leaves remainder 7 and 0 when divided by this and this. So we are accordingly, whatever the conditions were given, we managed to get the answer. So if they say it is a factor, then also you need to assume the remainder as 0. Yeah. Let's try one more sum. We will do this 14th little later. First let's pick one more sum with the simultaneous technique, so we are very thorough with this stuff. So the question reads this way: if x minus 2 is a factor, now x minus 2 is a factor, that means the remainder is 0. And when the expression is divided by x minus 3, leaves a remainder 52. Find a and b. This is a board question 2013. Pause the video, go ahead, solve it. You should manage to get the values of a and b. Come on, everybody. So for the first part, p of x equals to the entire thing. So I am taking p of 2. So 2 into 2 cube, a into 2 square, b into 2 minus 14. The remainder is 0. So 2 cube 8, 8 2s are 16. 4a plus 2b minus 14. So we managed to write the remainder correctly. Yes. 16 minus 14 is 2. 2 going on the other side, so minus 2. So 4a plus 2b minus 2. That means 2a plus b minus 1. I managed to get my first condition or first equation. Let's find the second equation. So again p of x, same thing you will write, and this time I will take it as 3, not minus 3. Remember the sign changes. So 2 into 3 cube, a into 3 square, b into 3 minus 14. Let's try and get the answer to this one. I hope you are managing to get it. So 3 cube 27 2s are 54. The remainder is 52 plus 3 square 9a plus 3b minus 14. So 54 coming here gives me minus 2 plus 14, so 12. I hope I am doing it correct. Let me recheck it to be sure. So this will give me 40. 40 coming here, 12. Correct. Dividing by 3. So 3a plus b equals 4. So I get my second equation, first equation. Both b's we can cancel. So let's pick it up here. 2a plus b equals minus 1. 3a plus b equals 4. All signs changing. This goes minus a minus 5. So the value of a becomes 5. Substitute it in one of the equations. So 2a plus b minus 1. 2 into 5 plus b minus 1. So b becomes minus 1 minus 10. So minus 11. So therefore I will say a is equal to 5 and b is equal to minus 11 as my final answer. How many managed to get the same answer? 8a, sum number 16. Good question from exam point of view. So please see to it you manage to do it well. No one messes it up, please. The previous one we did was similar to this. So I thought we will pick up the same question again in order to understand how to go about it. Yeah, the next one, sum number 14 now. Now 14 is slightly different. Let's read it to understand. What number should be subtracted from this, so that when it is divided by x minus 2, the remainder is 10. So common sense, you will say let a be subtracted and write minus a. This was the question in this year's board paper, similar question, where they had asked you what should be subtracted. So many people did not write this and directly they go about with this. In fact, it was the same question which came this year, where the remainder was 10. Yeah. So please see to it you managed to do it well. So once you wrote this should be subtracted, this is nothing else but similar to this method. One missing variable. Can you see that? The variable we are creating. So if they say what should be added, then you say plus a. What should be subtracted? So we write minus a. So till now we've just done 3 types. Find whether it is a factor, one missing variable, 2 missing variables. And this one, what should be added, subtracted, which I said is a different method or different type. Basically it's a different type but a subtype of this one only, one missing variable, yeah, which we can identify it very well now. So let's go ahead, hit it. So P2, 2 cube, 3 into 2 square, 8 into 2 plus 14 minus a, and the remainder is 10. Come on, pause the video, go ahead, solve it, get me the answer, or correct answer in fact. So 2 cube 8, 3 square 4 3s are 12, minus 16 plus 14 minus 8. I'm shifting a on the other side, so it becomes positive a. So 8 plus 12, 20 minus 16, 4, 14, 18 and minus 10. So my answer to A should be 8. Don't give your answer here. You are expected to write the final step. We've deducted 1 mark in the boards if they are not writing this final step. Therefore 8 should be subtracted is what your final answer should be. If they say what should be added, then you say 8 should be added. Yeah, simple. I'm sure you can manage this now. The next one, the last question for this exercise 8a, sum number 17. The question is slightly different. Find A. This is just like one missing variable, but there is a difference. If two polynomials, this and this, so there are two polynomials, one is P of x, another is Q of x. Can you see this one and the second one with the A? Okay, and when they are divided by x minus 3, the remainders are equal, they say. They leave the same remainder. So what you're going to do is substitute x as minus 3 in this, get a remainder, call it as R1. Substitute in this, get a remainder as R2. Then say since R1 is equal to R2, solve both of them together and get the value of missing variable. Yeah, slightly different but a good question. So that's what I told you right in the start, 5 types. So the 5th type is equal remainders. So we've got 5 types in the entire exercise. The 5th one now we are trying to do it. Come on, go ahead. So P of x, ax cube, 3x square minus 9. And we are substituting x as minus 3. So a minus 3 cube, 3 into minus 3 square minus 9. And we are considering this as R1. So minus 3 cube is minus 27a. Minus 9 will become plus 9 because we are squaring it. 9 3s are 27 minus 9. So this is 18. 18 goes on, you can say R1 is minus 27a plus 18. That becomes your R1. Likewise, try and get me R2 for Q of x. So Q of x, 2x cube, 4x plus 8. So Q, we are taking it as minus 3. And Q of x, we are considering it as R2. So minus 3 plus square is 9. 9 2s are 18. Am I messing up? Yup. Because this is a cube and I wrote as a square. So cube. So minus 27 2s are 54. So negative 54. Negative 12 plus 8. So R2 will be negative 66 plus 8. And then say since R1 equals R2. So remainder 1 equals remainder 2. So 27a goes on the other side, becomes 28a. 66 comes here and you add this, so 66, 76, 84. So 84 by 28 is equal to a. 7 12s are, 7 4s are, 1s are, 3s are. So my final answer for A is, interesting question, isn't it? So let's revise the entire sum once again in order to understand if we are on the right track or no. So they say that there are two equations or two expressions here, px, qx, and when they are divided by x plus 3, the remainder in both the cases is the same. So when the remainder is divided, the equations are divided by x plus 3, remainders are same. So you substitute in both the cases, get two remainders, get the two remainders together and solve. Yeah, 1 mark you will get here, 1 mark here and 1 mark for this, or 1 mark for this and 1 mark for this. 4 mark question, usually in the boards we expect such sums. Yeah. Coming to the last part, yes, your homework. So exercise 8a. All these sums which I have done, obviously you are going to try it, and these are the remaining sums which I want you to do as your homework. 1 part 2, 2 part 1, 3 part 3, sum number 4 part 1, sum number 5, which is a 2 missing variable type. So good question. 8, 13, 15. Yeah, these are the sums you can try. 15 did we do? I think. Yeah. No, 16 did we do. So 15. So that should be your homework. Please take a clear look. Okay, before we wind up, one last quick revision. 5 types of question. Find whether it is a factor, one missing variable, two missing variables, what should be added or subtracted, and equal remainders. So I hope you remember all of them. Very simple chapter, very interesting provided you do it very well.
Hope you had a lovely mathematics experience with Roughbox, our learning companion.